Hello! So today is day 3 of my raw food adventure. Not sure what to call it yet, but I've got this idea, so we'll see what I come up with. But I am out in Texas now, Salina, Texas, outside of McKinney, which is like outside of Dallas. I don't know, I think I have to look at the map again, like 45 minutes from the airport. I'm here for a barn hunting adventure with my 2 dogs. We're here for the Nationals, and I did a road trip for that, obviously, so I brought stuff with me because I wanted to make it easy to be raw, and I wanted to make sure I had enough food. This book that I'm reading by Alyssa Cohen is about raw foods. It's all kinds of recipes, and they're simple recipes that aren't gonna like totally be way too complicated and discourage you right from the beginning. And then she talks about, she sets up a 4-week menu plan for you and everything too, to really help you transition into raw, 100% raw. So she said to make sure, my point in bringing that up was, was that you wanna make sure you have more than enough food. So you're not going to be eating this much going forward, you know, probably weeks 4, 5, 6, and 7 and on. But to start with, especially for the first 2 to 3 weeks, you want to make sure you have an abundance of food so that at any time you have a craving or you get hungry, you have something on hand. And really so that you never get to that point. So I took her at her word, and I'm particularly that way too. When I first started my journey of the no meat, no flours, no added sugars, I was taking food everywhere, and I was making tons of food in the house, and it was just like food, because I never wanted to be tempted by anything, right? And it did really help. So here's what I've got. I'll show you. But quick, there's my dog. And there's the other one too. They've been staring out the window. They're dying to go outside. So if you hear them crying, that's them, because this is a new place. They don't have a doggy door, but they want to go out. We already had a long walk, so. Here is what I brought with me. So let's see. Hey, I can't turn my camera around. Oh, there it is. Wow, they moved the buttons again on me. Jeez. All right, so here it is. Take a look at all this yumminess that I brought with me in the cooler, and just some dry stuff in, you know, bags. So starting over here. I'll run you through it all real quick. Cauliflower, celery, bell peppers. I've got spinach in there. Obviously tomatoes. These are microgreens from my own garden, and they are super yummy. Arugula. I've got cilantro, pesto. No, I got pesto on the brain. Cilantro, parsley, zucchini, yellow squash. This is cucumber, but it's a special kind. It starts with an A. Super good. So, and then this is another zucchini from the farmer's market. These were mung bean sprouts, all I could find in town. I can't even get any alfalfa sprouts, period. I wonder if they have them here. I should look. Apparently they don't sell them in Vegas right now. Cabbage, lettuce from the farmer's market too, my nice leaf lettuce. And this is some tahini dressing. This is actually my husband's favorite dressing of all time. It's homemade, lots of garlic in it, and tahini, just ground up sesame seeds. That just so happens to be raw too, so I can still have it. But he's not eating anything now, so that's why I brought everything in the house, because it's gonna get spoiled otherwise. This is great. This is some homemade salsa. I just whipped this up really quick, just threw some stuff in, and it's great for a dressing on your salad, since I'm not having chips right now. And this is some leftover cashew milk from the smoothie I made when I left. This is my fermented garlic that is the bomb. I'm telling you, this stuff is so amazing. Pepper, apple cider vinegar. This is going to be for some dressings I want to make for my salad, just to have handy. Of course, olive oil everywhere. Lemons, oranges. This tea is so good. This was my breakfast this morning. Grapes, pre-washed. Got avocado. I probably need some more, but that's all I got with me. This right here is my chickpea hummus. Oh my gosh, so amazing. This is actually gonna go with these cucumbers. That's gonna be my chip, are those cucumbers. Got that. Got some onions. I don't know for what yet. Maybe just throw in a salad. I brought them. Here we go. Raw almond butter. It's not organic, but hey, it's raw. And this is great for the celery that you saw, just as a dip. So perfect. This is some pesto. This is where I had the pesto on the brain. This is from my basil in the garden, and it is amazing. If you ever want a pesto recipe, this one is the best. And I actually use this for my dressing on my salads coming out on the drive yesterday, which is why it's almost gone. And then I got some raw cashews for making other stuff, just in case, because nuts are always in handy. And then also to make my cashew milk for my smoothies. Prunes, because it was the only dried fruit I had in the cupboard, and I like prunes. Dates, these are going to be used as a sweetener for like smoothies and maybe some dressings or something. I don't know, so I brought them. These are some sun-dried tomatoes that are going to go in my one pasta recipe sauce that I brought the ingredients for. Chia seeds. This make a great chia seed pudding if you just put like a couple tablespoons, a quarter of a cup probably, in half a cup of cashew milk and let it soak for a while, or even overnight. It is like awesome for just breakfast. Then you can add in other fruits and stuff if you want. I got walnuts for any other random stuff I need to cook. These are some of my remaining dehydrated onions that I whipped up before I left. Mix of red and white onions with just soaked in soy sauce or tamari, because it's the raw version. Dehydrated a bit. It's super, super good. Carrot powder works kind of as the flavoring for chocolate, but it doesn't have the same effects that chocolate does on you. And technically I have a sensitivity to chocolate, so I try and stay away from it. This is maca powder and lucuma powder. Lucuma is a sweetener, kind of a maple-y type sweetener, and maca is just like a super good, like a superfood for you. Oh, yay! This is raw Parmesan cheese. This stuff is so good. Honestly, this is great replacement for Parmesan cheese, and I love Parmesan. This is cashews, not soaked, but raw cashews just ground up in your coffee blend grinder until they're real powdery, and then you add in some nutritional yeast and some garlic powder and a little bit of salt, and it is the bomb. So this is going to be like on my salads, or I don't know what all else. Then I got some vanilla. I don't know if this is actually raw. Probably not. Think about that. And then salt, and then coconut oil, and honey. The honey is at least raw. Garlic. I got ginger back here. And I think that's it. Oh my gosh, there you go. That is supposed to last me for 8 days, and 2 of them have already elapsed. So I've already eaten. I had a salad pre-prepared that I ate on the drive. So, oh wait, I didn't show you what's in here. This, you guys gotta make this. These are almond butter balls. And these, you can only eat one. I've restricted myself to 1 at a time now, because when you eat 2, it's just like way too rich, and you're like, oh gosh, that was too much. 1 is perfect, and you don't even miss the second one. The second one you're just eating because you grabbed 2, so you feel like you gotta finish it, but it is so good. Look at these things. They are a little softer when you first whip them up, and then you put them in the fridge, and then they get a little bit more solid. Like you roll them into balls, and then you put them in the fridge, and then they're a little bit solid, but they will kind of melt on you, so you keep them in the fridge. It's just 4 ingredients. What are they? Raisins, sunflower seeds, almond butter, and I can't remember. Raisins, ground up sunflower seeds, almond butter. Oh, honey. There you go. Honey kind of sticks it all together. Keeps it there. So yeah, those are yummy. So there you have it. So that is what I'm going to be eating for the next few days while I'm on this trip. And I did, a lot of this stuff can just be like raw. You can just grab it, dip it, chunk it, you know, and like the almond butter and the hummus that I made, just bite into it, eat it. Fresh food just starts to taste so much better when that's what you're eating. So I'm actually excited to have all this stuff. It's like making me hungry to look at it. So I just want to give you that quick tour. And I will be making some recipes specific with some of these things that I brought. I took pictures of some recipes that I found, and as I make those, I will share them with you. And this probably isn't what I plan to bring on every road trip. My husband would kill me, but I cleaned out the fridge and bought a few things specifically for the recipes I wanted to make, and then just tried to have some finger foods on hand too. While I was driving, it was really a lifesaver for me because I didn't eat anything. This is my first road trip. No coffee, no chips, yeah, no coffee, no chips for sure, no cheese on a road trip. So like there was like no snack stuff for me anywhere. And I had a headache yesterday. That might have been part of it. It could have just been the travel and everything. I don't know. But I was fighting off of a headache all day, so I kept feeding it to feel better and keep my energy up. And so today I've not been real hungry yet. Getting hungry now looking at this food, but up till now I haven't been because of all that I ate yesterday. So there's my story for you. Day 3 of my journey, giving you a little tour of what's going on for me. If you have any questions, post them below. If you want to know how anything tastes or what I'm going to do with anything, let me know. This is just me getting started on my journey, so I'll keep posted, keep sharing more as I go. So